Hello everybody, Ben Rogers here, the Raptors Digest, having another live watch along to this Toronto Raptors versus Houston Rockets game. Josh, what have you seen from this team so far?
OG Anunoby is currently on fire. This is an awesome spectacle to see out of OG. I've been hard on him his whole career, but we might have an all-star on our hands that we just homegrown developed. It's amazing to see.
Man, as the biggest OG fan there is, the OG's hoodie is being rockened on here. I'm watching this game on my phone because I can't get the stream on the computer. Things are happening right now. Delano Banton's banking in threes. Should we get the fire emojis just going right away, Josh? The fire,
Launch
the
it.
flames are cooking.
Cook it up, man. Delano in the kitchen. That is insane. He does not shoot threes, but when he does, they look like that.
Man, well, he almost had a game winner the last game. I unfortunately didn't get to react to it, but he almost splashed one home to take it home for the Raptors against the Celtics.
He did, but it was just a little too late. Opportunity just the moment before. I mean, thank God it's preseason. Otherwise, it would have been losing my mind. All in all, you get over it quickly, but it was just good to see them in it with Boston right at the end when you're, again, playing a preseason structure, letting a lot of different players get looks.
Yeah, no, without a doubt. Man, Marcel Martins, he's saying Banton with the three from Rexdale. People are asking if we saw the three. We saw that three. We're reacting to it. V's been hot. The guys are balling out right now. The team. I gotta put this better situated. Kem Birch with the fresh haircut. What are your thoughts on the fresh look for old Kem?
I actually noticed that immediately. I think in the pregame there, he said he did test positive for COVID. So he had a lot of time just hanging out at the crib. I'm sure he came up with something good, had a barber appointment as soon as he got out, and he's looking fresh for the start of the season. And I got to say on that topic, I hope Kem's doing better because I know when people are recovering from COVID, vaccinated or not, takes a lot out of your stamina long term. And he plays an athletic game. So let's hope that Kem Birch gets his feet underneath him quickly this season.
Yeah, no, without a doubt. And yes, we can see the comments. People are asking. We're a little bit behind, though, as always, on these live streams. The Raptors, 32-48. The squad is balling out right now. Man, it's a bit of fun. I don't like this on the phone thing. I tried to get it on my work computer, but my company does not want streams being put on there. But man, what are your predictions? What are your predictions for this game, Josh?
It's going to be a Raptors win. Delano dunk. There we go. Love to see that. I definitely think it's going to be a Raptors win. I'm pretty sure that pre-game they were at a -2.5 line, meaning, if you don't understand gambling lingo, they got to win by 3 points. That's going to be easy money tonight. I thought it was going to be easy money, but for whatever reason, I didn't bet it right away. And then now we're looking at a crazy spread. I could not do the live bet. And for any of those hearing me talking about gambling right now, when the live streams are going on throughout the rest of the regular season, I'm going to be doing parlays, which you guys should feel free to ride or get involved on Twitter or Instagram on the morning of game days to let me know what you guys are betting. We'll get a collective betting party going here, and it'll be fun. We're all riding the same bets. It'll be an electric live stream throughout the rest of the season, but I'm definitely a sicko for trying to bet on preseason. I'll admit that.
No, for sure. And the Ride the Raptors, they'll be coming back once the bets get a little bit safer because preseason, you never really know what happens. But one thing you always bet on is Marcel Martin hopping in the super chat, coming in, saying, I honestly can't wait to see Pascal join this squad of killers. And that's facts. Pascal joining this team right now, it's, not even just Pascal. Boucher coming back. Obviously, Riker made the case he was a top 3 player on the Raptors last season. We're looking good this season, Josh.
Not bad. It's a really competitive team.
No, not bad. Not bad.
Well, I mean, you have a super high floor, but I feel like your ceiling is still relatively close to that floor. But that's okay. We're gonna make the playoffs, and who knows if we catch fire, maybe make a really good deal. You could go somewhere, but we still need the dude. And if Pascal Siakam comes back as the dude, I know people in the chat talking about getting him back right now. When that happens, we could be in for a really pleasant surprise. But if we get the Pascal of recent, it'll help our team. But again, we're going to need to build and develop before we get back to the NBA Finals.
Yeah, no, for sure. But I'm pretty stoked about this Raptors team. Right now, we got apparently our stream is a little bit behind. That's probably because my cable's broken and the streams are lagging, and then the YouTube's behind. But we got a bit of fun stuff happening. Delano Banton's getting these fast break buckets right now. Man, people, Marcel Martin, he's saying in the chat, right? Banton's going to be good in a few years. I'm saying he's going to be good right away. I'm thinking he's obviously very raw still, but he's looking like an impact player, especially on the defensive end already. He's shown that he knows where to be to get his buckets and get some shots going. He's got a milky looking form on him. If we got the butter cooking milky form. I don't know what this animation is, but I thought it'd be fun to add to the live stream. But we have that there. Svi Mikhailuk is a guy that you were really excited about bringing in, Josh. I was as well, seeing what he did to torch the Raptors last season. He's been balling out in these preseason games for the Raptors.
Yeah, he does everything with aggression, and he does it definitively. Like, he doesn't do anything halfway. He'll attack the rim. He'll shoot the ball with all of his confidence, and if he's closing out, he'll close out hard. I love his tempo of play, and he's obviously skilled. So this is just overall great stuff from Messiah and Cass, because you know that in the offseason, they'll find the under-the-radar pickups, and it says a lot that he wanted to sign with us when apparently other contenders were in the mix for his services, and you get to see why they would want him right now. He's a really talented player.
Yep, no without a doubt. We had a Freddie V3 splashing those shots. He's shooting a midi too. Break the midi, but we got need a few more buckets from Fred. But
what time is your stream at?
What
time is your stream at?
2:39.
2:39. Okay, we are relatively the same place here. Yeah. Here we go.
Man, no, it's exciting, this Toronto Raptors squad. I got the phone stream cooking. Hopefully I don't get in trouble for flashing
that's
that
copyright.
Trying to get all this stuff rocking, but Genfro from Montreal. I remember him saying that in the chats. Banton's not going to be getting significant minutes this year. Sorry, Ben. We'll see. People have been talking about Malachi. Who really knows what will happen there? Marcel Martin, he asked if Gary Trent is overpaid, saying he saw some crazy posts or videos today. Do you think Gary Trent's overpaid? We thought that was a complete steal of the summer.
Yeah, no, I don't think he's overpaid. I predicted that the AAV on that contract was going to be between 16 and 18. Obviously, he pinned it on the higher end of that, right at 18. And on that same topic, I think Rich Paul is incredibly toxic for the NBA. But thankfully, that didn't seep into our situation. The ego that comes with being in that agency. I think we found a fair deal for Gary Trent. And I don't know if he's going to take his player option. I'm hoping.
Josh, OG Anunoby. I don't know if you're still slacking, but the sunglasses, they're coming back out. Do you have the sunglasses? You're going to burn your eyes, Josh. Are you burning your eyes? Because OG Anunoby's cooking things up right now.
Oh, my. He's gotten so much better.
No,
his ability to score in the paint and step into his shot is it's different. He's not step into his shot. The guy can create off the dribble now. It's special. Like we're looking at an all-star year for OG. Marcel's saying it in the chat too. I agree with him.
Yeah. Predator Kingdom saying it. Everyone's rocking out. OG for all-star. OG breakout season. The laser eyes. The OGs in there in the chat. They got to come out. The OG's animation, got to break that out there. Josh, I'm disappointed you don't got the specs ready to go for this pod.
I know, and I work outside. I don't have sunglasses with me. I misplace almost everything I have, so I got to be careful with my possessions. I just don't buy nice things anymore. Pretty bare bones guy, but you know what? My corneas are absolutely scorched right now from this OG performance, so I'll definitely need to invest in a pair because it's going to be a long season of live streaming without them.
No, without a doubt. We got Sam Decker in the game. Jalen Green. What have you seen from Jalen Green tonight? Hasn't really been doing too much.
Nothing really. I think, Ryan just pointed that out in the chat. He's having a quiet night. I mean, Jalen Green's a great player. Like, actually, a ceiling that is insane. But the Raptors are doing a great job of.
Yeah. No, I'm seeing Kem Birch, the number 24, in the fresh haircut, and I keep thinking it's Norman Powell on the tiny phone. On the tiny phone.
Come on, man. He's way taller than Norm.
Hey, it's the haircut and the number.
One thing that I do.
Is that an M1 for Kem Birch? I'm getting notifications on here, and I'm glitching out.
No, I think he's just taking 2 free throws at the moment. At least he is on mine.
That's true. And Jenfrin saying OG's animation was famous before OG broke out as an all-star. That's facts. You know, OGs. Get your merch. Get your merch. It's in the comments in the description below. If you want some fire OGs hoodies, you know, definitely check that out. We got 65 viewers in on this one. You know, join the channel membership. The free, or what's it called? The
membership tiers.
The Fantasy Basketball League. We're starting up next week, so if you want to be a part of the Raptors Digest Fantasy League, you know, we got the diehards in here watching the halftime of this live stream. Definitely join the channel over there. But you know, we got it's 40 seconds left on my stream here. Oh, Scotty Barnes is just out here clamping to start. Lunchbox is saying, "Let's go Raptors." You know,
I'm at like 10 seconds right now. We gotta line this up before the end of the.
Delano Banton's dribbling it up. OG Anunoby shooting little fadeaway threes like it's 2K13, kind of breaking it, but it is what it is. Paul Blunt's in the chat. He's asking what's up. You know, we out here watching this Raptors game, balling out. But Marcel Martin, Paul Blunt's asking questions. Halftime's coming on, but Marcel Martin with the new profile picture as well. I love the look of the doggo, saying I don't think anyone will just be waived except for maybe Freddie Gillespie. I think anyone who doesn't make the team is going to the 905. I tend to agree with that. I think Sam Decker probably will be looking for NBA roster. I don't know if he'll be willing to go to the 905. He turned down a bit of money in Europe to come over to the league, but the rest of them, I think they'd all sort of join. I think Freddie Gillespie would end up in the 905 as well.
Be eligible to be on two-way rosters. So I think Ishmael Wainwright is one of them, and I think Sam Decker is one as well. And probably both of those guys could find contracts somewhere, considering, I mean, Sam Decker is a bit more established. Curious, go check that out. But I hope we can keep as many as we can, because we know how important it is to have the G League developing next level dudes for us. Because look at Pascal and Fred, right? Chris Boucher, we got a solid pipeline here, and it's worked out for us at the next level.
Yeah, no, without a doubt. Your screen was a bit frozen. I'm hoping the audio came in solid there. We had to patch this together. I literally just got off a flight and came down and tried to set everything up and all that sort of stuff. Matthew Martin's asking in the chats, how do you join the Fantasy Basketball League, the Raptors Digest Fantasy Basketball League? There should be a join button underneath the video right now that you can sort of join and become a channel member. If you're the superstar tier, you're guaranteed to be in our fantasy league, and we'll be playing these things. We'll be keeping up with the fantasy league over the course of the season. So we'll be posting actual videos of the fantasy league, keeping the updates, getting the shout outs. We'll get you want the bragging rights in the Raptors community. You got to join the Raptors Digest Fantasy League, become a channel member. Should say join down there. Sometimes it gets a little bit weird with channel memberships and stuff. So let us know what happens. Oh, apparently the audio didn't even come in. That's
I'm seeing that right now. Let me know if you guys can hear me at this moment. If not, I might need to figure out some situation.
It's good now. I was adjusting all the animations to make sure I can see it. Definitely check out the fantasy league. The Raptors, they're up 57-38 going into the half. Really, really solid half to start this one off, Josh.
Yeah, it's a really solid half. I've kind of harped on it a lot, but Precious Achiuwa, why does this guy want to touch the ball so much? I didn't know he was like that in the half court. Obviously,
nice.
I think
he's got a little bag to his game.
It's kind of a floor general playing 5 for us. That's an absolute luxury to have. And I know I was talking about him being like the sort of throw-in guy to the Goran Dragic trade, even though in reality we did see him as a long-term investment. But this dude's legit. I think he was like the 20th overall pick for the Heat last year, and now he's proven that with that size and ball handling skills and the confidence, I mean, he plays an all-around game. I'm loving him, and I think he's the perfect fit for our organization. He'll be here for a long time. Mark my words on that.
Yeah, no, Precious is looking beastly, looking like an athletic monster. Halftime currently now. Matthew Martin saying it's not show and join. Marcel Martin saying that it's easier to check out on the laptop. I usually only watch YouTube on the laptop. I'm not super familiar, so if you can't see it, check it out on the laptop, because we want as many people as we can on this fantasy league join in the Raptors Digest community. But Precious Achua's been killing it. Svi Mikhailuk is an absolute monster. He's continuing to show out from his first couple games in preseason. Tonight, knocking down a couple shots, finishing in the lane. This guy is, people made the comparisons to Matt Thomas because he is a solid three-point shooter, yes, but he's got a lot more just polish around the rim, getting buckets around the net, being able to pass a little bit too when he's driving. Svi's definitely going to be, I don't think it's a question at this point whether or not he's going to be in the rotation.
Yes, Svi's definitely going to be in the rotation. His resume previous to this would say he's totally ready for that. And what he's done since joining this team says he's more than ready for that. And why wouldn't you want shooting and defense on the roster? That's what he does. And for a supposed 3-and-D player, you're right. He has some pretty good in-between game. Saw him doing across the body pass to Scotty Barnes earlier this game. Scotty slows down the play and manages to score. I mean, I love what I've seen from Svi, and he's kind of always been a Raptor killer too. Mm-hmm. I love when the Raptors go up and pick a guy who's previously kind of just really scorched us. And Svi's definitely one of those dudes. So I'm happy to have him in Toronto. I think that he could potentially be a long-term guy too, depending on what happens with his contract. 2-year deal for him, but I wouldn't hate to see it. Guy's got skills.
Yeah, no, without a doubt. And he's got the player option. I said it from the jump. He's definitely not taking that second year of the player option because he's going to be earning a lot more money than that $1.4 million he'll likely make. But I don't know, the Toronto Raptors, people have been saying, they've been making takes. I think I was the first one to jump on the bandwagon, top 4 seed. While it's going right now, how many likes are we at? Only 20 likes. 133 viewers in here and only 20 likes. Gotta get a little like spike going for the Toronto Raptors. An honor to get the Toronto Raptors at a top 4 seed. I make the take, whether you believe it or not, watching the first few games of preseason, I'm feeling good about my buy low on the Toronto Raptors. Raptors stock to the moon. And if you guys like this video, you can help the Raptors Digest stock go to the moon. And Marcel Martin's coming in with another super chat saying, the chats are balling out right now. Matt Thomas, Svi, just can't miss, and that is the biggest of facts because he is just an absolute bucket, left, right, and center, rocking out, whether it be behind the 3-point line or finishing in the lane, just an absolute baller. And then we have Champion Gold Gaiman saying, I want to smell Scotty Barnes' cheeks right now. That's we'll play the Scotty Barnes animation. You can at least smell the flames of the laser eyes going up there. But what are your reactions to those super chats, Josh?
Well, for that last one there, people obviously love Scotty. That's not a mystery. And Svigi, that's what they're calling him now. He's a shot wet like Svigi water. And man, he does everything with conviction. We were saying that earlier, whether it's a closeout, attacking the rim, shooting the ball, he doesn't hesitate when he plays, and you need confidence like that. And he's a young player. So to have that mental poise, I love it, man. We're definitely going to elevate his stock, and you're correct that I think he's opting out of that player option and going and getting as much money as he can after this season. Yeah,
no, for sure. And we got a lot of people asking about the stats, about the statistics. So breaking out the stats there. I got the work phone and the personal phone going and all those sorts of things. But Scotty Barnes, 8 points, 4 rebounds, a couple steals, a block, playing some solid defense, 50% from the field. Solid stuff there. And then obviously the GOAT himself, OG's rocking out, balling out as he's always been doing this entire preseason. Looking like Kobe with those step backs. Look like Harden with the step backs. Kobe with the driving handle and yamming on people. He has 17-4, 1-1, and 1-1. 5 of 10 from the field, 3 of 6 from the 3-point line, already at the half. Just an absolute beast right there. Freddie's got 3 points. He's just been chilling this preseason. I'm not worried about Freddie. Precious with 6, Trent with 7, and then Champion Gold Gaming coming in with the hot super chat today, asking Riker, why'd you dye your hair? Riker, why did you dye your hair on this pod? Grow it out a little bit.
I don't know, Ben. I just felt like I needed a change, so here I am. I grew it out really fast as well, and back on the stream for everyone in Raptors Nation.
Yep, no, for sure. For people that don't know, that's Josh. He's been balling out on these streams and stuff, but it's a meme at this point. But and then Svi, 5 points, 2 of 6 from the field, 1 of 3 from the 3-point line. But, people are bringing up that he don't miss. He don't miss because Svi is like butter, baby. Svi is like butter. Get that butter animation cooking out here because he's an absolute bucket. Any shot that goes up, it's just absolute cash for old Svi. And people are asking about Champagne. Champagne Poppy.
All right. Yeah.
Who asked where's Champagne? Where is Champagne? Marcel Martin's asking where's Champagne Poppy. And we haven't seen much of him tonight. I'm looking at the box score. Doesn't look like missed a couple minutes of this game just trying to set this bad boy up.
I don't think he's played yet. I could be wrong on that.
0 minutes. We saw a bit of Isaac Bonga earlier. 2 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists. Had a solid game. What are your thoughts on Isaac Bonga coming in? Because he's fighting for one of those final spots on the roster, on the Raptors bench.
I don't think he'll get it. But I've liked what I've seen from him. It's tough, right? Because we actually have a surprisingly deep roster, even though that's what I'm talking about when I say the floor is high, but the ceiling's low. Everyone's pretty good, but we don't have that one guy to take us right back into the championship setting. And I feel like when our bottom of the roster guys are still, a guy like Malachi Flynn, who's apparently fringe in some people's minds at the moment, he can drop 30 in an NBA game. So if we have guys like that fighting for roster spots, I'd imagine Bonga's going to have some trouble making the roster, but I love his effort and his skill set looks like definitely better than I expected. So if he can stick around the 905, which I don't know if he's one of the eligible guys to do so. If he is, I hope he does and we develop him, but I don't see him as a likely Raptor for the rest of this season.
Yeah. Well, we got Nikola Tesla saying in the chats, well, people seem to like the milk animation. Richard Garcia is saying it looks like milk. It is milk, but butter's milk, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But Nikola Tesla is saying Utah should get it. Utah's definitely going to be on the roster. I don't think anyone's even questioning it. But there's a couple spots to be had. Bonga's going to fight for it too. Icy Min, I don't even know what those symbols are, but it's cool looking name. Saying Bonga might get it, which I respect. Jedfront saying Montreal represent. You love to see it. But OG, oh my OGs. I got the OGs hoodie. We got them here. I'm promoting them to death because I love the style of them. You can get them in white, you can get them in black. The white they're both hoodies, but this is just a sweat top. But this same logo, same animation. The link is down below. They should appear in the things below too. But this is a squad. Yeah, Nick legit confirmed that Utah's making it. I think we all knew that, even if he didn't confirm it. But I've been off the sort of the grind of the Raptors news this weekend. People that don't know, I've been kicking it in Montreal, so it is what it is. But did you see if Malachi Flynn is out tonight, or is he just being benched?
I don't know, but we just got a super chat from Champion Gold Gaming saying Ben Simmons to Toronto just announced. I'm assuming Malachi Flynn is on his way to Philly, and that's why he's not on the court, because otherwise he should be. I want to see Malachi play in the preseason, and if he's struggling, get him out on the court, right? There's no harm, no foul at the moment. Try to push him through this. He's a guy who's worth pushing through a slump. And I think that Malachi will be in the rotation this year. But Ben Simmons to Toronto,
I think you gotta hit
that's
him with
trolling.
The harder sarcasm when you're saying Malachi Flynn's going to the Sixers. Because I believe people are believing it.
Okay. Did not mean to sell that one too hard.
Is the young socialite coming to Toronto, Josh? Is the young socialite pulling up? Will the young socialite be here?
I hope not. I really hope not. He's Rich Paul is so toxic for the NBA. I need to make a whole video just ranting about this. The amount of ego that comes with that agency. They cost Dennis Schroeder millions. They cost Nerlens Noel millions.
They messed up with OG too. OG should have got paid way more.
Oh my God. Typically that's not the issue though. Typically it's over asking and then ruining the relationship with the team because Rich Paul thinks he's just the next mogul in the NBA, which in some ways he is. But it's toxic.
Whether you like him or not, he's definitely changed the game for agents.
And unless you're a top 25 player, though, I don't think it's a great idea to have him as your agent.
What? He did great things for Nerlens Noel.
No, he did. He's getting sued by him, I think.
Well, he got Nerlens Noel to turn down a max contract and then got him paid on minimums for multiple seasons and then didn't return teams' calls that were interested in him. That's what we call a real agent right there. But that's what it is. And Jay is saying we're getting the fake news pulling up in the chat saying we just traded Dragic, 2 first-round picks, and Decker to the Mavericks for Kristaps Porzingis. Stinky Pinky. I've been saying I'm gonna make the Stinky Pinky animation for a while now. I'm gonna actually cook up on that. But would you accept that deal, animation. Josh?
Would I accept this deal? Dragic, 2 first-round picks, and Decker to the Mavs for Porzingis.
Yeah.
I'd be tempted. I would be tempted, actually. Yeah. I think I'd probably do that.
Bit of stinky Pinky on the roster.
When you have a 7-footer on your team, I know he's not a defensive monster, but Toronto can make guys into that. So I think for the assets we'd be giving over, probably be worth it.
Yeah,
in my mind.
Stinky Pinky. I'm still on the Stinky Pinky bandwagon. I'd love to see it. But we have a super chat from the MDR Kingdom 2 saying Nick Nurse is keeping Wainwright as a secret weapon. And honestly, I feel you on that, MDR Kingdom, because MDR Kingdom 2 not gonna mess that up. Do we have a freeze? Did we have a frozen? That's unfortunate. I apologize for the Wi-Fi on this. It's a tough scene where we're going frozen like dinner again. We'll get the frozen animation up there.
Hit me with the mannequin challenge.
Get really cold, but Stinky Pinky and frozen. But it's Josh is just purposely freezing to add some entertainment to the live streams. But we had a chat that popped up. Tristan Thompson deal. I don't even know what I was Achua. But it's looking like the Raptors game is back. We got all that stuff cooking. Josh, what's your predictions for the second half? Oh, we're going to talk about Wainwright. Why hasn't Wainwright played at all?
I honestly have no idea. No clue. I have no answer for this. I know we have a lot of guys at his size, so it's competitive for minutes, but preseason, I don't know why you wouldn't give him a sniff, especially when he looked pretty solid in summer league and supposedly a PJ Tucker in the making. I don't know if I buy that, but yeah, he's super strong. He can shoot the ball and he can play hard defense, or at least he's willing to shoot the ball for a guy who's primarily a defender. Yeah. I don't know. I'd expect him to get more minutes than he has. I'm a little confused on this one, Ben. What do you think?
I don't know. We'll talk more about the end of the bench, guys, because this game is back and Precious Achua's cooking up, fellas. Drake is in the stadium. Champagne Poppy here to celebrate his guy, Champagne Poppy. That's what he's here to do. But the squad is looking. I can't get over how fast Precious Achiuwa is. I'm breaking out the Precious propaganda once again because Precious Achiuwa, he almost scored again over Tiny Tice. Might have been a foul. I can't hear on the things, but is he going to be our starter? Because he started in this game, if I'm not mistaken. I think
he is. I think Chris Boucher is a better player right now. All around, definitely.
He's not starting over Siakam.
But he's been playing center for us a lot. Like
he didn't even start over Aaron Baines, Josh. There's no way he started.
I know, but we were trying with Aaron Baines for so long. Well, towards the end of the season, I can't remember if Chris was starting, but he was getting all the important minutes as our center.
Yeah.
And Baines we just tried to maybe at one point we were tanking, so that's why he was getting the minutes he was. Like, I just can't imagine in a real winning situation you keep the guy on the roster even for as long as we did. Ton of respect for the career that he's had, but it's done. The idea of Baines was way better than the reality. We lost 2 free agents being centers in Serge Ibaka, Marc Gasol. We were pressed to do something, so we signed him and it didn't work out, but we're past that now. In terms of the starter, I think it would deserve to be Chris Boucher, but the long-term investment is definitely in Precious Achiuwa. So from that standpoint, it's not win or bust this season. So give it to the young kid, a lot of responsibility to bite off, a lot of incentive to develop, and I think you'll be more rewarded in that process. And Chris is used to being a 6th man. He's thrived at the role.
Yeah. Well, I don't want Chris Boucher playing center. I want him to play the power forward position. That's what you want to see. Precious Achiuwa, he's our guy. He's quick. He's got the size. 1-800-LUNATIC is saying you're always pushing that Boucher at center narrative. Put it away forever. Get out of here with that.
Hold on. I think that Chris Boucher is larger than Precious Achiuwa. So if the only criteria for Chris Boucher, he's probably the same height at least, and the wingspan's longer, I would assume. So if we're just writing him off,
larger.
Larger.
Thickness, Precious. Even
Okay,
if
well, I don't
Boucher's a
think.
little bit longer. Larger,
Well,
there's
I
no
know,
case
but
there. There's no
I
argument
assume.
there.
Okay, well, I assume we're talking about like I think weight comes secondary, and when you're looking at a center, you want someone with the length because
How
you
are
can
you
always
making
put
this
on weight.
argument with Precious Achua absolutely just killing it right now, Josh? He is feasting on these Houston Rockets team.
I'm not dumping on Precious. Precious is the man, but I'm just saying I think Chris Boucher needs his credit. He deserves a lot from the Raptors because he's pulled, like Riker said, you can make an argument that he was a top 3 player on the roster last year, right?
That's fair. That's fair. But we do have a super chat. We have a super chat, a legendary super chat from Paul Blunt saying we need Wainwright on the roster to put Durant in a headlock. Completely agree. He would he not only would he headlock him, he would absolutely clamp Durant up. I don't care. I'm sold on Ishmael Wainwright's defense. But speaking of headlocks, think Ishmael Wainwright think how many WWE championships he would win if he was in the WWE or AEW. But you big wrestling guy, Josh?
No, Ben, but I know you are, and I can't wrap my head around that. Like I found out that wrestling wasn't real at a very young age, and I couldn't do it. I had to go immediately to league sports like the NHL and the NBA and the NFL. But I mean, wrestling seems to have made a resurgence.
You can do both.
I know, but it seems like wrestling's made a resurgence. I feel like I'm watching like Broadway or a soap opera when wrestling's on.
That's what it is. That's what it is.
Yeah, you know what?
He'd be a killer in it. Precious with another bucket. Precious is cooking right now.
Spread the propaganda, Ben.
Should I spread some more propaganda? Because Precious Achua, Precious Antetokounmpo, Giannis Adebayo, better than Bam, better than Giannis. That's what he is, and we're seeing that here tonight. People are weirded out that I'm not looking at the camera that much because I'm watching the game on my phone here. We got the Bush League set up right now for watching these games, but the boys are rocking out. Oh, Rio McLovin saying AEW. CM Punk is back, baby. Ready to cook up. And Scotty Barnes almost hit a 3. Trent almost put the putback. But we have another super chat. Another super chat from Marcel Martin, the legend himself. Him and Paul Blunt have been killing it this pod. But we need Wainwright on the roster to sack Giannis every time he gets the ball. Yes. We need Kyle Lowry back on the roster to sack George Hill when Lowry has the ball.
I don't know if Giannis is the guy you want to sack, but if we were to send one person to do it, it would be Wainwright.
Wainwright would not be a mess with. Who would win in a fight? Wainwright or PJ Tucker?
I think, you know what? Wainwright. But if you were to ask me, if it was like James Johnson, who I think is like again like with those guys, the tougher, Yeah, I was gonna say, if PJ Tucker has no like combat sports experience, I would say Wainwright.
That's fair. Yeah, assuming just off physical size, you can.
Oh my God, Precious is so legit.
He is a monster.
Wow,
he is a monster. People are bringing up CM Punk, Bryan Danielson, all the
this
boys
is wild
in the WWE chat. Josh, you're gonna be converted by the chat to AEW or professional wrestling fan.
I don't know. I never gave it a fair shot. Maybe I should. Like I said, I think it's making a resurgence. I see like House of Highlights and Sports Center even posting a ton of their content.
Man, we need Precious Achua just to continue to being a monster. He's getting block shots. He's getting buckets. It's looking like Banton's getting some proper run here right now. Oh, what a pass. Yeah, that could have been spicy. Precious is just absolutely cooking up right now. He is just coming in and bullying his way underneath the rim, doing spin moves, driving to the lane. That looks like that was an and one, honestly. I'm a little bit behind. Libin is saying sup, y'all. We're just watching Precious Achua absolutely decimate the Houston Rockets, who do have some solid big men in Christian Wood and Daniel Tice.
Bro, the no-look pass that Scotty Barnes just threw.
I might be behind.
This kid's instincts. They're wild. You'll see it in a sec, but oh my God.
Man, Scotty Barnes passing is a whole nother level. And that's the stuff, and people talk about, the scoring coming out of college, the jump shot and all those sorts of things, but the big thing about these players that you can't develop: leadership, ridiculous athleticism, and a feel for the game, a passing ability. And I just saw this pass here, right to Svi Mikhailuk for the nasty old yam. He's had some nice dunks in preseason. Shout out Svi. What is it? Svigi water?
Svigi. We need a Svigi animation.
Oh, the Svigi animation will be coming. You know that's got to happen. We got a timeout here. Raptors up 72-49. Absolutely crushing it. You guys want to see this pass, this dunk by Svi? Hope I don't we get in trouble for showing that there on the phone. But we'll see how good the YouTube algorithm is at finding, or the YouTube whatever is good at finding that stuff. But that's the thing with Scotty Barnes, right? You can't teach athleticism, you can't teach feel for the game, you can't teach leadership, right? Those are three things that you have or you don't have. You can teach a jump shot. You can teach the handles. We're seeing it with OG right now, right? Those things can develop. But if you can make those passes, your feel for the game's already rocking. That's what we're seeing out of Scotty Barnes, and that's why I'm extremely high on him long term.
And brings to the table, you inevitably come back to Draymond Green. But what I like about Scotty is he's clearly more of an athlete than Draymond. And Draymond's super athletic. I mean, he's got a crazy wingspan and high motor. But I think Scotty is, like, when you look at his combine stats, this kid's kind of unprecedented in terms of how big he is measurably, and then also how like high he can jump, how fast he moves. He's kind of like a hybrid between the Greek Freak and then like a Draymond Green. Crazy ceiling to put on him.
We could
crazy ceiling.
I don't know if it's frozen again. Keep talking there real quick, Josh.
I don't know if it's frozen,
I
think
we're back. I think we're back there. I'll throw the frozen animation on the screen once again. But I will say this, Josh. We have to throw this out to the chat. We have to throw this out to the chat saying, what nickname do you guys like better? Splash Bandicoot for Svi Mikhailuk or Svigi Water? Like, what's the better nickname? What do you feel?
I think it's Josh? Splash Bandicoot.
Splash Bandicoot is pretty fire.
I didn't know that one until. I don't know, man, but Svigi Water is like definitely more clever and suiting, but Splash Bandicoot is hilarious.
That was a quality PS2 game. That's why I have to say. And Josh is frozen there now. He's feeling good. He's in that frozen. This is a good spot to be frozen in for Josh right now. But let us know. I want to see when the chat's caught up here. I want to see what people are saying. Splash Bandicoot Slurm55 is saying that. Man, we got.
Am I back now, Ben?
Yeah, you're back. You're back pulling up.
Perfect.
But Svigi, Splash Bandicoot, Svi Bandicoot.
Yeah, Svi Bandicoot. That's
Scotty
an interesting one.
Svigi is weak.
The chat's loving Scotty right now, eh?
Oh, you gotta love the buys, you know. If you're throwing in an A, I'm throwing in a buys.
Oh, Scotty with a basket too there. That was tough.
I
love his game.
You, Kevin Porter Jr. just splashed one in Gary Trent Jr.'s face. So we'll see what happens. Svi is coming up. He's dribbling. He's got the handles. Ooh. Okay. We'll see what Let's see what Trent's doing. Oh. I was waiting for something crazy to happen, but nothing crazy happened on my stream there. Svigi Water. People are liking Svigi Water. Might have to. Can you make a poll in this one, Josh?
A poll, like in the chat?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not a veteran of the live streams like you. I'm not sure.
Scotty Barnes out here driving with the arms like Giannis, just. Right. I think we gotta break out the sunglasses again, Josh. This is too much right now. The Raptors, they're overwhelming me watching this game on the phone.
I know, man, and you'll see it in a second, but Precious just yanked such a deep three and was one of those ones that almost went down and rolled back out, but the confidence, he's green lighted right now and doing things that you wouldn't expect.
That's a deep three for Precious Achiuwa.
I know, and it almost went too. Like, he's just got the guts. I love it, man. Precious wants to be an all-around player.
Yeah. No, that's fair. People are talking. Apparently you can do polls. I see how you can do it. I just don't want to touch the setup because we're running on a very, very strapped together setup right now. I'm watching the game on my phone.
We're gonna break my connection.
Getting the screens going, but Scotty beat me up, Monroe, Josh. I guess it's. I'm gonna try and go for it, Josh. You make a rant on one of the buys.
What was that?
Make a rant on someone you want to talk about.
Gary Trent Jr. I gotta say, Delano with a basket. They're giving Delano a lot of range here. I love to see that, but I gotta say, Gary Trent Jr. I think that his defense gets criticized a little too much, and I know he got. Like you just said, a three banged in his face by Jalen Green. But nonetheless, I think he's so energetic. He really reminds me of Norm's game where it's like, okay, not a super skilled defender, but the energy is just off the charts. So you got to respect that, and they can work with it. He's young. I think that we got a lot of two-way player potential with Gary Trent that people sleep on.
Yeah.
Had to get that one out.
No, for sure. And I think I just made the poll. I don't know where that went. I don't know if it popped up in the chat. If it didn't.
Yeah, we got it. We got
it up there. Let's see what people are saying. Yeah. But we have a super chat from Marcel Martin saying Scotty will have the best rookie season, but won't win because he's on Toronto. And that's definitely a fair point. Ooh, what a pass. What a pass to Delano Banton in the chats there. It's just as Scotty Barnes says that. Marcel, he's always on lock with these super chats. But that is facts. Icy Man, I'm assuming it's Icy Man saying Freddie not getting minutes. That's something that probably is likely going to happen with this squad because Freddie Gillespie, he's gone. Is he, Josh? Is it official at this point?
Yeah, I mean, if he's not, then I'm questioning Masai Ujiri, and I never questioned Masai Ujiri. So based off of that paradox there, I'm going to assume that we're not going to have the issue, and he is going to be gone because Freddie G was a feel-good story, and we had to honor the effort and the culture he brought to the team by handing him that contract. Wasn't a fat contract. I'm sure they can buy him out, waive him, whatever the process is. We're not losing cap space or sleep over this, but it was a feel-good story that helped build up the team. So thankful for Freddie, but yes, I think we're closing the case on Gillespie.
Yeah, he's a guy that's he's lovable. He's fun to watch, except when he's on the basketball court.
Yeah. No, I think he's actually really underrated defensively.
He hustles. I don't know if I'd say underrated. He because everyone knows he hustles for the boards and all those sorts of things.
Exactly. I mean, that's what keeps him on the court when he is there. But the offense is just a glaring liability. You can't do anything.
Yeah, no, without a doubt. And this chat or this poll I have going, it's really tight. 52% Splash Bandicoot. So that's tough. And they're showing Freddie Gillespie on the screen there now, and he just as we're talking about him, we'll see what ends up happening. But Champagne, apparently he's on the court. Any chance we get to
all right, yeah.
Gotta play that. And Splash Bandicoot's looking like it's making a run for it in this poll.
Bandicoot
56%.
gang.
Man.
And I got to get a point in on Houston here. I think they got a lot of work to do as a team, but let me know what you guys think in the chat about their center situation, because I think it's like sneaky one of the better situations at center in the league, because you obviously have Alperen Sengun, who's a project in some senses, but a really promising young player. You have Daniel Theis, who's always been underrated. He can do kind of a little bit of everything as a center. And then you also have Christian Wood, who's a breakout star. So I know that they might play Wood a little bit at the 4 or whatever may be, kind of switch it around like that. But overall, I think that at the 5 spot, I think Houston's looking real nice, and it'll give Jalen Green someone to play with, pick and roll with. And same with KPJ. So I don't know. Houston's got a promising future, and I think it starts at the 5 position and then Jalen Green.
Yeah. No, it's the Houston, I think they'll be good in a few years. And especially if they had a couple more draft picks. They hit it on a few more of those. I like the Sengun pick. I like the Green pick. But Shahira, the chat's moving too fast for me to read through this. But I believe he said OG looks more like a 24-year-old Butler than a 25-year-old Kawhi, or maybe those ages are mixed. Do you agree with that, Josh, or do you?
I could see some Jimmy in his game for sure.
He's way bigger than Jimmy. He's way bigger than Jimmy.
Yeah, I mean Butler's pretty sizable as well, but yeah, I'd say he's definitely bigger. He's more on the Kawhi side of the measurements, but I think that Kawhi is just a bit more fluid. Even at this, when Kawhi was this age, he was, I think, even a slight bit more fluid and comfortable. But OG, just
Oh, I think we're
comparison.
froze. Maybe not. Okay, we might be back.
Oh my God,
Oh,
I
we're
gotta
back.
figure out my
We're good.
Wi-Fi
We're good.
situation.
I think
This
it's
is
mine. I think it's mine at this point.
the boys got to invest in a Wi-Fi booster out here. But yeah, overall, I think that the Kawhi stylistically is more comparable, but that's a high ceiling. You got to remember, Kawhi was like a Finals MVP at this age, right? Those are big shoes to fill.
Yeah. No, there's no audio there for a second, but I think it came back pretty quick. But it's
I'm getting called Mr. Freeze.
Mr. Freeze,
Call
Mr.
me
Freeze. Get the cool animation out here as we're going. But yeah, we appreciate the people letting us know in the chats. Oh, for 30 seconds. Okay, we're behind on all these set things, but it's OG's the freeze. I like all the animations and stuff. We appreciate the call out. Splash Bandicoot. It's at 53%, 52%. Fiji Water. This is getting close. And 1-800-Lunatic is saying you guys got to start using Discord instead of Zoom. We might have some things coming with that in the next little while, but we'll talk about that later. We'll promote that when it's going. The Raptors currently up 79-61, and Josh, this squad is looking wild. But one interesting storyline, right? It's Marcel Martins. We got a super chat. I'll make my rant after, but Ben, check your IG DMs. I'm sending you some facts on OG right now. I will check it after. I can't touch the stream because it's on my phone, and this is the only phone I have Instagram on. But I have more than one phone. I have a work phone and a not work phone. But I'll check that and we'll break it down in the post game. I think Riker will be back for that. But it's we'll get the OG talk after. But one of the big interesting topics, one of the big interesting things that we're looking at coming into the season is what's going to happen with Malachi Flynn, because we were questioning whether the guy was injured, whether or not he was allowed to play. Does he have health and safety protocols? Did we miss something on Twitter? The Raptors don't leak anything. Why is Malachi Flynn not playing? But he got in at the end of this game, Josh, and he got in after even an Isaac Bonga there tonight, a Delano Banton, and he's been sort of playing almost less minutes than those guys that are fighting for the roster spots. Obviously, Malachi Flynn's contract is guaranteed, but you said it was just when the last game that we watched together on a live stream, you were saying, it's just Nick Nurse seeing how things are looking, everything will be good, Malachi Flynn will be that guy, but I don't know if he's going to be in the rotation as of now, especially considering the minutes he's getting in preseason.
Yeah, we're bordering a level of concern here. And I'm concerned because I think Malachi is the right pick to have as our bench point guard. I know Goran Dragic, he'll be in the mix as well, whether or not he starts or whatever kind of confusing situation is happening with Goran. Obviously, a lot of it's going to determine what we do with him trade-wise. But back on topic here, I feel like the situation with Malachi is that when you compare him to Delano Banton, who I know a lot of people are saying, Delano's on his heels. Delano's going to get minutes over him. We got to keep in mind, Delano is not a good scorer. I think brings a lot to his game, defensive energy and playmaking, pretty similar to Scotty. But I think if you're going to be a true point guard, you need to be respected shooting the ball, because how else are you going to draw extra defenders and dish it? I know he does a solid job still, but I think Malachi is more complete as a scorer, and you need that out of your point guard. It supports all the other parts of your game. And Malachi's not playing great. I still think he's got a ton of upside, and we need to give him more shots than he's getting right now. But yeah, there's something going on here we don't know about with Malachi, because Nick Nurse is keeping him on the bench.
Yeah, no, for sure. And apparently Drake's on the audio on the broadcast right now. We can't officially hear it, but I'm sure we'll get the highlights. Paul Blunt said, "Tell Wainwright to smack the heart off of Drake's head." Love to see it. Certified Lover Boy. What's everyone's thoughts on CLB? I'm a big Drake guy. Was not a big fan of CLB, but I did get to pull up Marcel Mar. I don't know if he's still in the chat. I know he's been watching the game or not, but he sent me a cool graphic on OG's versatility, defensive versatility times defensive role versatility. So he can play guard any position and be strong and all that. OG's just the best defender in the NBA. It is what it is. He just needs more notoriety. He's going to be in the DPO year of the Defensive Player of the Year consideration. But I know you have some takes that you want to rant on with CLB. As this game is current, it's still kind of happening. But
no, I know you caught me itching to say something about CLB here. I personally love Kanye West. I think CLB was the better album than Donda. Let me know in the chat, because
Get
this
outta
is like
here.
one of the most
Get outta
hotly
here.
contested things. Obviously,
outta
Ben doesn't
here.
agree with me. CLB is a classic. You know, people are gonna say you're mainstream for thinking that, and yes, I'm mainstream, and I'm shameless about it. I love Drake, and I gotta say, like, top 3 songs on the album, I'm gonna go with "I Miss You Too," "TSU," and then probably "Fair Trade." But let me know in the chat. I'm curious to hear what people thought of CLB. Is it better than Donda? What are your favorite songs
I don't think I've
off of
seen
it?
one CLB, Josh. I don't think I've seen one.
Man, people, it's crazy though. I felt like they just had way more
Guess
replay.
who's going to jail tonight? Guess who's
Who's
going to jail
tonight?
tonight? Kyrie Irving when he comes to when he comes to Toronto on his road games.
Oh my
That's
God,
who's going to
we
jail.
have so.
But apparently Ishmael Wainwright hit a 3. I don't know if I missed it on this, but we're way behind on this here. But you know, people aren't feeling your take on CLB.
Not even a little bit. Not even a little bit.
If you guys want a banger album that came out this summer, Ty Dolla $ign and Division's album, so good.
Plugging it.
Plugging it. You know, we've been plugging everything, but yeah, definitely.
Oh yeah, Ish just hit a 3.
What time are you?
It's a great sign.
What time are you at?
I'm at 1:36.
I'm still at 2 minutes 21 seconds. So I'm just a state here. This is tough. We got one CLB. Jet for Sale 1 is saying it's that, but Scorpion, all those stuff. But Malachi Flynn. Let's see Kem Birch out here running the pick and roll. People were flaming me when I said Precious would be starting. People were flaming, but it's looking like it's gonna be true. That's
what I move for the future.
Look at Ishmael with the steal.
For the future.
Look at, with the weird pass as well. You love to see it.
Man, we asked to see Malachi and Ish out there. We're getting it right now. Ish just pulls up for a 3.
Man, that was no hesitation either. That's butter. That is butter by Ishmael Wainwright. That's gotta play the butter animation. It's going all over the screen. Ishmael Wainwright. He's got to make the roster after that 3, Josh.
Your butter.
Him and oh my God, he's pulling up for another 3. Okay, that one was pretty short. I think you just saw the first 3.
Yeah.
I just saw his second 3, and he went for a third. But yeah, he came up short on that one. But hey, we're seeing a willing shooter and a great defender, and there's always spots in the league for guys who do that. And I hope it's with our team, but don't know why the sample size has been so low here, Ben.
Yeah, I don't get why we haven't at least been running, because he's definitely, I guess he's not shown out in practice that much. Oh! Ishmael Wainwright, I think the glasses got to come on, Josh. I don't know what you're doing. At least throw the 3 goggles on, Josh.
Throw the 3 goggles on.
Throw the 3 goggles on.
I'm not that flexible, Ben. How's this?
Throw the 3 goggles on, baby. That's what we need to see. Marcel Martin, he's saying it too. Breaking out the super chat with the fire going. Ishmael Swishmael Wainwright. You love to see it. Apparently Malachi got a bucket too. Mr. Freeze lost his audio. That's tough. This is
Man, the audio is just coming in and out, and then the chat's a little delayed, so I never know when it's fully gone. But let me know, guys, when it comes in and out. We'll try to fix this for the next stream. It's getting bad out. Apparently, I'm frozen again. Frozen again.
In like Flynn, Paul Blunt. In like Flynn, you know what's up. In like Flynn, man. Paul Blunt is a legend. Love to see it.
Happy to see Malachi and Ish out there at the same time. It's kind of crazy. Drake pulled up to a preseason game, but
man, well, he hasn't been able to watch his Raptors. You know, he hasn't been able to watch
definitely
his squad.
I'm happy he did.
Yeah.
Oh, Malachi from
Ooh, okay.
Malachi from half court.
Kem Birch, you gotta dunk that, baby. Ooh, Champagny with the offensive foul. Did we jinx Champagny after his first preseason game, calling him the next undrafted star?
Nah, he'll figure it out. I like his drive and work ethic. He's resilient, but Ben, I'm waiting for you to see the end of this quarter here. My guy has come out to play.
People are yelling Flynn Sandy, and like Flynn. I want to see it. The nickname's Fiji Water. That seems to be overtaken now. We're keeping the poll. What nickname do you like for Svi Mikhailuk more? Splash Bandicoot or Fiji Water? The animations will be coming, so it's I want to see this shot. People are hyping up a Flynn shot. Number 22, Malachi Flynn. From half court. Oh, he banked it. He banked that baby home. Little splash.
Bank open on Thanksgiving.
what is it? What do the people call him? Crimson Flynn. In like Flynn.
Flinsanity.
Crimson Flynn. I said that. Flinsanity. It's all rocking out. I'm absolutely exhausted. I've been flying all day. Mixing up my names, mixing up my stuff. But the Toronto Raptors, 88-64 against the Houston Rockets during the preseason. Right? The Rockets playing all their young guys and all those sorts of things. But, it's exciting stuff. We'll give a little stats update. And while I pull up the stats, Josh, I think it's time for a little like spike. We got 160 people in here and only 67 likes. Let's get this spiked to the moon. This video spiked to the moon. And looking at the stats for the Toronto Raptors tonight, Scotty Barnes, 10 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists. Solid night once again from Scotty Barnes. Again, similar to what's it called? OG in his rookie seasons. I don't think the box scores are going to be that electrifying for Scotty Barnes, but his impact will certainly be felt. Precious Achiuwa, 17 points in 18 minutes and 5 rebounds. Just a monster. Got a block shot as well. OG Anunoby also with 17 points, 4 rebounds in 16 minutes. What a beast. Our whole squad is out here cooking, rocking out. But Fred VanVleet, 3 points, 16 minutes. He's just chilling. He's not rock. He's just vibing, It's got Gary Trent Jr. in the starting lineup, 9 points. All in minimal amount of time. If we just got these guys, which we'll see when the season happens, if this curve, this scales up, right, to the amount of minutes they're going to play, our starting lineup is going to be absolute fire. Svi Mykhailiuk at 10 points in 20 minutes. Delano Banton, 9 points in 14 minutes. Also 3 rebounds, 2 assists. And Ishmael Wainwright, 6 points in 3 minutes. That's efficiency right there. Per 48, efficiency. That guy is averaging 96 points per game. So I love to see that. But maybe, double math. I don't know. My brain is a little bit off the wire right now. But I gotta answer.
I gotta answer a question
so we can get a fun from our OG's merch. Obadiah Mortaz. My reading is off, as I've said. I can't even read a box score. I'll give myself the poor name, the Charles Barkley animation. But appreciate the like spike shouting us out. But
we got Rahul asking, do we think the Chicago Bulls are making the playoffs? I definitely think they're making the playoffs, but man, I think they're overrated. So overrated. Playing styles do not complement each other, in my opinion. I mean, they're going to be a really good defensive team, in my opinion. And they got guys who can score. Who's the Finals MVP on that team? Who's the guy that takes over even a conference Finals? I just don't see that dude on the roster. Zach LaVine's legit, but I honestly think the Raptors have as much talent collectively as the Bulls have concentrated into their top 4 guys.
Josh,
if that makes sense.
That guy. Oh, you can't even see my arm. I'm seeing the FaceTime.
Oh, I can't. Yeah, I'm looking at the Zoom view right now.
DeMar DeRozan's a beast. Stop hating on DeMar. I know people love to trash.
I'm not hating on DeMar.
They traded him, but they got DeMar, Zach LaVine, Nikola Vucevic, Lonzo Ball, who's looking like he's gonna get a breakout season. Patrick Williams is even looking solid. Alex Caruso, Kobe White. What are you sleeping on the Bulls for? No one's saying they're going to be a
just
finals
wait. Just
team,
the Bulls won't do
nice.
anything.
They're nice in the Eastern Conference.
Okay, in the Eastern Conference, it'll be a great regular season, and they won't have anything to show for it. And I'm not saying the Raptors will necessarily. I hope we do. We got a great team. But I just think about how good the East is right now with top-end talent. You don't have Kevin Durant. You don't have Giannis. You don't have, to me, I'm just looking at that roster and thinking, you got good regular season players, no one that I think is going to take over a playoff series and win it for you when it really matters.
Yeah. Well, okay. Apparently, I butchered the name, so I'm going to try it again. I've properly focused in. I'm going to try and get it right. I'm still going to give myself the Charles Barkley animation, but Obaid Mortaza. Is that closer? I hope it's closer. Trying to get better at the names. Trying to get better at reading the names. Reading a lot of books. My improvement on reading names has struggled. But people are disappointed in Drake talking right now. So if you want to mute Drake and hear us commentate on this game, that's solid there. I'm not sure if
Malachi with a nice midi.
Right, I think you're good.
Am I all right?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, Malachi just hit a nice little mid-range. That's nice on the eyes right now. I love to see Malachi thrive. And up court to Wainwright. Turns it over, but good hustle by Wainwright.
Sad. I'm watching free throws.
Oh, David Johnson just made a super nice
I think
play.
we're a little bit frozen here. I'm watching Christian Wood. Josh, I'm hearing you come in through the phone there. But apparently I'm messing up the names once again. I gotta rock that out. Let's go. Good job. Okay, I think I got it right the second time. Love to see it. But it looks like you're unfrozen there, Josh. What were you saying there?
I was just commenting on the Wainwright play, the David Johnson play. He passed it up floor. We got an air ball out of it, but he's looking pretty solid for the small little bit we've seen him. And I got to say, Paul Blunt in the chat, DeMar is finally a number 2. That is a really good situation for the Bulls. I'll give you that. I just don't think that their number 1 is like Zach LaVine. Like, what is he? A top 15 player in the league, right? Like, I just don't know if that's the dude who's going to bring you to the glory land. And hey, they're a really good team. They'll have a good regular season. I just think that they're getting overhyped personally.
Yeah, we got an air ball from Ishmael Wainwright. Maybe he is getting cut. We're overreacting to everything that happens with Ishmael Wainwright this game. He makes a 3, he's starting. He misses 1, he's getting cut. Even though we want him on the roster, we want Ishmael Wainwright. He's too big. He's too big to cut. David Johnson with just a transition pull-up 3. Love to see it. Love the confidence. Apparently Malachi is cooking the Crimson Flint. We're about 2 minutes behind on these streams, so we apologize for the little
He is
delay.
cooking, bro. He's looking better.
Malachi's cooking. You're sold on the Malachi Flynn train. I've been up and down. I haven't fully been on the complete. I have full confidence in him, but I haven't been leading the bandwagon. I think you've been more so leading the bandwagon. But people are talking about Vucevic. Think he's underrated, Josh?
Yeah, he is, but yeah, no, he is underrated. I just, again, if your center is going to be the game changer for you, he's got to be real dominant. It's because it's hard to be the best player on the court as a center, just considering, you're going to be a lot bigger than everyone. Your role is probably not going to be jacking up 11 threes a game or whatever it might be, or taking on a really talented point guard. It's usually going to come as a wing player. Yeah. And so Vucevic is going to be very solid for them. But not one of their top end guys. Oh no, he is a top end guy. He's just not going to be the guy, is what I'm saying.
Well, Raptors fans just don't think Vooch is good because clearly we watch him in the playoffs multiple seasons get absolutely ruined by Marcus.
Nah, he is good. He's good.
So it's or just one season. We've had one playoff series against them, but it's Malachi with the windmill dunk. I'd love to see that. I saw him do the windmill layup. A little scoop diddy whoop poop. But okay, JK.
Scoop diddy whoop. Yeah, no, Malachi's looking a lot more aggressive out there and confident, and it's just a matter of time. He's a volume shooter, and sometimes those guys cool off. At least it's the preseason. I'm not ready to sell my Malachi stock.
You're not selling it?
No, holding my shares at the moment, Ben.
Raptors Digest stock to the moon. Also, Leafs Digest stock to the moon. You guys have been absolutely killing it over there. You should give a shout. Plug the Leafs Digest on here, Josh.
I got to. I know a lot of these people in the chat right now, you might be from all over the world, but most of us are likely from Toronto. And if you're from Toronto, most. What was that?
I don't know about most.
Well, a good portion of the people in here are from Toronto, I would assume. And even if you're not, maybe you're a Leafs fan. I mean, probably not. If you're not from the city of Toronto, I doubt you cheer for the Leafs. But regardless, check out the Leafs Digest. What was that?
Bunch of Newfoundlanders are diehard Leafs fans.
Oh man, it might be dropping off in recent seasons just because of how ugly it's been in the playoffs. But buy the stock now because it's low, and we're on the road to redemption with the Leafs. We're gonna be covering it all season, and I mean, we got a super talented team that's unfortunately disappointed in the past. But Zach Phillips and we run the Leafs Digest channel, and I mean, Phil is a diehard Leafs fan. He really is the Ben Rogers of the Leafs Digest. So tune in to check out him. Tune out to check out me. We're gonna be covering it all season, and we got some quality content coming.
Yeah, no, it's exciting stuff happening with the Leafs Digest. Definitely check them out. And subscribe. Just subscribe to check them out. They're on the road to 1,000K subs, or 1,000K subs, 1,000 subs, 1K subs, and then it'll just go straight to the moon. We're always on the road to 1,000K subs, but yeah, most Canadians are Leafs fans. I'd say so. Like people that don't have cities. Got a couple people from BC, from Alberta in the chat right now, but Newfoundlanders are Habs. Maybe. I'd say 50-50. I'd say 50-50 or Habs fans. It's mostly split between Habs, Leafs, and Boston. We have a few Boston fans out here, so it's exciting stuff. Sam Decker missing mid-range jump shots. You guys see Sam Decker hit that clutch shot at the end of last game?
Oh, that was legit. I think Sam Decker is a great shooter, but we got super athletic wings. It's going to be tough to compete, but he's a shot maker and he'll have some place to play in the NBA this year. But I don't know. I'm leaning towards it probably not being Toronto. I don't know. He's got the talent to do it, but we got a deep roster, even though, like I said, we don't have that ultra top dog at the moment. Deep roster. I don't think he'll make it, but definitely somewhere in the NBA for him.
For sure. Yeah, Predator Kingdom's asking if there's any Senators fans out here. I used to be a big Sens fan as a kiddo. I've jumped around teams. I like the Habs because they were closest Canadian team as a youngin. I lived there for uni. I like the Leafs because my dad likes the Leafs. My mom likes the Bruins, and I sort of became a Habs guy out of that. But yeah, Michael Ryder converted a lot of Newfoundlanders to be the fans of the Habs. My hockey. I'm breaking down some hockey takes right now. I love Daniel Alfredsson and Spezza. Are those the names, Alfredsson and Spezza?
Yeah, no, you got it. And Spezza's a Leaf now, man.
They were mean in NHL 2K8 or something. So I do a few stuff like that. But no, I liked Saku Koivu. He had a cool sounding name. It's my dude. Matt Sundin. He was the guy. Joe Sakic. That's where my kiddo knowledge of the NHL runs out.
You're just launching off the hockey trivia right now, man.
What can I say? Like Spike for a bit of Ben Rogers hockey takes. If you want to see me on the Leafs Digest give down the most in-depth analysis on the Leafs, like this video. And if you don't, that's fair too, because I don't know how well that would go. But if you're happy with the Toronto Raptors 94-79 against the Houston Rockets, like this video. Appreciate it. We're almost at 100 likes. We got 153 people in here. We can get that like spike cooking. But the Canucks versus Kraken are a new rivalry. That's something happened. Daniel Alfredsson was a GOAT. That's facts. Yeah, Koivu was my hero. That's Jedford. You're from Montreal, right? That's a legendary spot. PK Subban. They traded him my first year at uni. I was cheesed about that. But
Ben, are you? I know you didn't play hockey, right?
I was a mean power skater.
Okay, so you can skate. I was gonna ask if you're able to skate or not, because if you weren't able to skate, we would need to use that as a plug for the Leafs Digest.
I don't know if I can skate anymore.
If we get 1,000 subscribers right now, we need to see a power lap of Ben Rogers on the ice for Leafs Digest.
Let's see it. Let's see it, guys. Man, go over there if you want. Even if you don't like the Leafs, subscribe to Leafs Digest if you want to see me skating on some ponds out in the streets of Newfoundland. I will be in Toronto next month, though, so it's exciting times. But the Habs aren't going to make the playoffs this year. I don't know about that.
They are in a. I don't know. I mean, Carey Price is stepping away from the team, so that's going to be. That's going to be that was the backbone of their playoff run this past playoffs. And they also lost a really great defender as well. So we'll see what happens, man. I don't think defensively they're going to be as sound, and they don't always do it with goals. But hey, this isn't hockey analysis. Where if you guys want that, jump over the Leafs Digest. But Leafs stocks to the moon. And right now the Raptors are absolutely crushing the Rockets. And you know who I'm just seeing on my screen right now is Reggie Perry. I got to be honest. I don't know a whole lot about this guy. Like, what do you know about him, Ben?
It looked like Terrence Davis took some HGH and just became 7 foot. That's what I saw from him so far. But it's you know, the deep bench guys are on. This is important minutes. These are important minutes for the Toronto Raptors right now, because we got to see who's going to make the squad. And Obaid is asking, when are we going to see the Riker 1v1? We said Riker spent 3 months in Newfoundland, guys. We were so close to 20k subs, and we didn't get it until Riker, like a month after Riker left. So we didn't get the 1v1 recorded or filmed or whatever. So we're saying 25k, the 1v1 will be coming. So subscribe to Raptors Digest. We're plugging a lot. We might just have to record one, but I'm in Ontario. Riker, get the drive down, you know. That'd be a fun time. And I'd cook Josh, Riker, Philly, all the boys in some ones, and I'll put it on camera.
Look, I'm nice at ball. I don't know. Ben's never seen me play. Apparently, Zach said I wasn't a good shooter the other day. The guy I host Leafs Digest with. That's just, I can't believe my own teammate would say that about me. That's pretty messed up. I can pull up from basically anywhere. You guys will see once we hit that goal and link.
2v2. That'd be a sin. Riker and I would slice and dice. It would be tough. I'll talk that smack. I'll talk that smack till the death of me. I'm a smack talker when I play ball. But you can check my mixtape on YouTube. Ben Rogers, Hoop Mixtape 2017. You can search it. You can search it. I plugged it on the podcast a few times. If you want the excitement for the ones. But we got this game cooking here now. Reggie Perry missed a 3. I'm way behind. I feel bad commentating on things that happened 2 minutes ago for everyone watching, but Sam Decker's dribbling up the basketball. Man, it's tough to see Malachi out here with this squad now. Oh no, we got a Mr. Freeze comments again. No. This is tough. I think you're back here now though. No, we're not. We're not. We're frozen. We're still frozen. I'm keeping an eye on it so I can keep ranting on. Ben's mixtape is Hot Fuzz. I don't know what that's a movie, right?
That's a great British movie actually. Yeah, Hot Fuzz is a classic. That's actually one of my favorite movies.
Hot Fuzz and Shaun of the Dead. It's the same guys that did that, right?
Yeah. Shaun of the Dead was great too. Those movies are awesome.
Yeah, quality. Good to know you're a man of culture when it comes to the movies.
Of course.
Sam Decker just got absolutely swatted on an open dunk. That's a sin.
Yeah, keep that man out of the 3-point line. Man, Freddie Gillespie is in the change box. He's coming into the game real soon.
I want, as long as he's not taking up roster spots from like a Bonga or someone like that. I'd love to see him on the court, get his NBA chance because I like Freddie. I like Freddie.
I like him too, but just from a real standpoint, I'm over Freddie. I think we got to move in a different direction. And a guy like Bonga, I think we should be working harder at keeping. If it were to come down between the two, I don't think it will, but if it did, I would definitely go the Bonga direction, which I think says a lot about how Freddie's been playing. Not good. Yeah,
no, without a doubt. And Jurassic Blink is saying how much time left on the game. Right now, for me, it's 4:05. In the actual game, I think it's 3:42. I should actually. This would be a way better thing to update for this bad boy. Probably should have did this earlier, but you guys can see the time on this. I was rushing setting up this stream, so I apologize. But Utah, Bonga, yeah, those two guys are gonna stay on the squad. Wainwright hopefully will stay, but we'll see what ends up happening with Ishmael. Yeah. All right.
But yeah, he's pure hustle, man, and he's so strong.
Yep. Well, he's just a pure mountain of a man. But and people are saying Svi is going to be on the squad. Svi and Decker are not the same. Those two guys. Svi is a much better player than Sam Decker. I'd like to see Sam Decker succeed, but Svi is a much taller guy. And speaking of Svi G Water is at 51%. This might be one of the closest polls I've ever seen us post. I don't think we ever done one on YouTube, but like on Twitter or something like that. Svi G Water versus Splash Bandicoot. What do you guys want to see?
I want Splash Bandicoot, man. I was on the Svi G Water train the whole time until you brought up that name, and it was just too funny. Splash Bandicoot.
You play Crash Bandicoot?
Yeah, I did play Crash Bandicoot.
What a game! What a quality game!
Oh yeah, it was good. I think I used to play that one on the GameCube.
Oh, you're a GameCube guy. I was a big PS2 man.
No, I went GameCube to Xbox.
Yeah, no, I rocked out with PlayStation my whole way up. Everyone had the old Xbox. I was rocking my PS3.
Holding it down for PlayStation. I'm an Xbox guy to the core. Played Halo while growing up too.
PS4, so I was happy.
Yeah, well, they had the free online gaming, whereas you had to pay a membership with Xbox. So everyone was like, why even spend the extra money?
Yeah,
But I don't know. I always like the Xbox experience.
yeah. That's a cooler name.
Yeah,
But speaking
the
water
brand
is
hype was
just a
there.
bad pun in my opinion. This channel is all about bad puns, Obed. You know this if you've watched the channel there. We got Mr. Freeze on the screen here once again, Josh.
Oh
You're in a
no,
precarious position right now. Okay, we're back. We're back. We're back.
man, we got to figure this out for the next stream. This is recurrent.
Yeah, this is tough. We'll see if it's your Wi-Fi or not, because I think Riker's hopping on after.
Yeah, I think it might be. I don't know.
Ooh,
I wonder if
Malachi
I were to like.
Flynn with the LeBron James trick shot. Remember the LeBron
Malachi's
James first
nice.
shot?
Have you guys seen the posts from Malachi Flynn's dad in that Facebook group for the Raptors? He's like a little bit of a LeVar Ball out there, saying that his son's gonna carry us to the glory land and don't bet against his son. But you know what? He's really wholesome and friendly with the fan base. I love having his presence around, but
Yeah,
I
no.
think it's Eric Flynn.
And Eric Flynn, what a legend in those Facebook group chats. But one thing I do want to say, but Bagito, I am butchering names left, right, and center here today. But I'll throw the name on there. But where's the 1v1 with Riker? I'm saying 25K subs. That's the road we're on to now. I don't know. It was supposed to happen a couple months ago, but we didn't get to 20K subs in time, guys. Riker and I are not in the same place, so we'll hope to get it recorded. Oh, it might be cold in November though. How cold is it in Toronto in November?
You know what? Most
Oh,
like
we
the
got
past few winters.
The frozen, the Wi-Fi's have been tough. Tough on Josh so
Yeah,
far. I think you're back right now. You're looking a
yeah,
little
it's that cold that
pixely.
I'm freezing in October right now. But
It's
uh,
so cold. It's so cold there in Toronto in Newmarket right now. It's nicknamed Joshy Ice. we got the ice going for the super chat from Paul Blunt, and
oh,
yeah,
man.
that'll all be fixed next podcast hopefully. But we say that about
Yeah,
a
we'll
lot
figure
of things,
something
and
out.
then issues come back up. But it's we're here for the memes. We're here for the fun. And we're here for the great things that are happening. Genfro should have organized the ball when I was in Montreal. That would have been a bit of fun. I think I'll be back in Montreal soon too. I'm trying to travel a bunch more, guys. That's hit me up all over Canada this year while I'm not in school.
It's gonna be fun when you come out to Toronto, Ben. It's actually gonna be my first time in person meeting both you and Riker, which is gonna be pretty wild. We've been in contact for over a year now, working on the Digest brand together. So
Yeah.
we'll need to bring some live in-person content to the fans for sure.
Yeah, no, without a doubt, get that in-person content. I don't know how much the freeze has been happening right now, but Mr. Bro saying Svg Wada. Wind chill has Toronto always cold. It's definitely why we got the frozen stream right now. We cold out here, guys. It's chilly. It's chilly up in here, but it's Gillespie selling apparently. This is tough. Calling for tons of snow in November.
I've heard it is, but typically we don't even get snow until like, I don't know. I want to say like past Christmas these past few years in Ontario, but yeah, the forecast is supposed to be pretty aggressive right now. For even in October, they were saying it's supposed to be snowing at some point, but
that's tough. Alabib
ain't seen it yet.
Alabib Zine is saying hi. Hello, what's good? But
Hello.
OMG Gillespie shot over you. That's tough. It looks like fourth quarter Flynn is back at it, so it'd be nice to see him balling out. Marcel Martin, when will you guys interview a player? Maybe we got to get into. We were thinking about media passes last year, inquiring about those, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. We got a lot of stuff we're cooking up on the old Digest brands in the next coming months, and the past months, and all those sorts of stuff. But specifically get the merch going too. Check out the spread shop down below if you guys want to see. Hopefully the merch will be apparent underneath the videos now. If you want a fresh OG's hoodie, they just showed OG's stats on my stream up here. He has been absolutely balling out, so that's culture, OGs. Get it for the Raptors Digest swag.
People are
Crimson
hyping up
Flynn.
Malachi in the chat right now, dude. He is balling.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's got his confidence back. He's got his swagger back. He's yanking it with guys right in his face.
Fourth quarter Flynn, baby. Yeah.
Crimson Flynn, baby.
1-800-Lunatic is saying, used to snow when we were kids, but now it doesn't snow until past Christmas. And my roommate was saying that. My roommate in Montreal is from Toronto, who I was just staying with the weekend.
No, it's true. We've been getting it real late as of past few years, but it's supposed to be a pretty early cold season for the winter. So we'll see when it pops up, but we can always go to an LA Fitness, Ben, and we'll settle the 2v2 there.
Do you guys have LA Fitnesses in Toronto?
Yeah, no, we got LA Fitness isn't even in Newmarket where I'm from, so they're all over.
Okay. Jeez, we got none of those out here. We have the YMCA and the old Munn Fieldhouse, the old Memorial University Fieldhouse. Fresh games of ball, you know.
Balling at the YMCA is always fun.
Yeah. Shout out for Montreal. Go Raps. Daniel Noel. Shout out. Shouts out to Montreal. Shouts to everyone right now. Just balling out. Malachi Flynn has been absolutely cooking at the end of this game. But, man. So he's got to be in the rotation, Josh. Do you think so?
I've been saying it, dude. I don't think Delano Banton has a chance to beat him out. But like Delano Banton, okay, I really like Delano. I feel like when I get in these little bit of points that I'm trying to make people like, oh, he hates Delano. No, I'm rooting for Delano. I think he'll be a part of the team, but he's not a scorer.
Throw L's in the chat for Josh hating Delano Banton.
Delano's my guy. He's from Toronto, dude. Like, come on. He's gonna be part of this team. He's a big part of the.
We're memeing here.
Of course, but I think the scoring aspect of this it comes back to Flynn. He's gonna be the more complete point guard, and I don't know, maybe in a scenario where it's like we don't care about the season, we're just here to develop. Okay, then give Delano some good minutes too. But Malachi Flynn's a sophomore player in the league. He should be getting that role.
Yeah, no, that's fair. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Crimson Flynn, absolute monster. I'm watching the last 40 seconds here now. We're behind. Malachi just checked the ball out of bounds. It's tough to see. Got a few L's in there for Josh, hating on Delano Banton. But
Genfro's sticking up for me. So
oh, that's fair.
Oh, you know what? Obaid, or I'm going to pronounce his name wrong. Obaid, but he's saying that Delano Banton will earn minutes.
Oh, Mr. Freeze back at it, Mr. Freeze. While it's going, he's in an intense combo there. We have a super sunglasses by Mr. Bro Kurtan. I'll throw on the sunglasses for Mr. Bro. Appreciate the sticker happening right there. But people agree with Josh. I agree with Josh as well. But it's fun to get people going. You guys like the sunglasses too? Get a little like spike going. We got over 100 likes. We're gonna head into this post game podcast now. I think Riker will be back for that. Not sure what's gonna be the deal with there, but oh yeah, the Frozone, Josh Frozone.
The one guy's just like Josh ... Like, people have had it. They've had it, man. They're done with this. We gotta figure it out, Ben. Oh my god, I gotta buy a booster.
You gotta buy the booster. Juice up the Wi-Fi. Scotty Barnes is happy. He's hugging people. It looks like he's hugging Joshua with Christopher. Homies. But you love to see the Toronto Raptors absolutely crush a team in the Houston Rockets in the preseason. Obviously, we're very high on this team coming into the year. I think they'll be a top 4 seed. That was my take. I'm sticking by it. I had some tough takes last year, my optimism for the Toronto Raptors. So hopefully it doesn't bite me in the rear this season. But we'll see what ends up happening. But the Toronto Raptors are definitely looking good. Post-game reaction should be going live in the next 10-15 minutes. So we'll get that stuff rocking. We'll see how that is. So stay tuned for that post-game rocking out. But Josh, what are your final takeaways from this game before I get to plugging?
Hey, they're interviewing Precious right now, and he was the guy who just impressed me the most tonight. He's doing a little bit of everything, way better than advertised. I know people who have their ear to the ground with prospects and everything are going to claim they knew Precious would be this guy. And if you did, props to you. I thought he was going to be really solid. Didn't expect a floor general out of him, though. He impressed me a ton tonight. And I'm surprised Drake showed up to the game, but a pleasant surprise. That's my main takeaway from the game, really. The Raptors crushed the Houston Rockets. Wish I bet on it. I was about to, but missed my opportunity. It was a 2.5 spread.
You should bet on the Raptors top 4 seed. Bet on the precious propaganda bandwagon. Started that from the jump as soon as I saw the highlights of him coming over. Sold on the precious. He's balled out tonight. Love to see it. But the Toronto Raptors are looking good. We'll have a more in-depth sort of focused breakdown, at least at the start of the post game, as we always do. But you guys are the best for making this far. You can check out the links below if you want to get some merch. The OG's merch, get it in black, get it in white. Looking like, Drake was at the game. The OVO colors. Not that we're copying or anything Drake by any means, but you can get the fresh, crispy gold Raptors Digest logo. You guys are the best to make this far. Also, if you want to join the Raptors Digest Fantasy League, starting up about next week, this time, or a little bit mid next week, so you got to join the channel membership soon. If you don't see it on the YouTube, Marcel Martin, Peasant Plays, he was saying that apparently you just go to your PC, your web browser, your Mac, whatever you have, and just click join on there if you want to join the Fantasy League. We'll be keeping updates throughout the season, right? So we'll be making videos, keeping you guys posted, or at least talk about it in the post games, getting your guys' takes. There'll be some interesting additional content. So you actually want to get featured on the podcast, get on there, join the channel membership. It's a lot of fun. There's also a lot of really cool perks with it. Cheap merch, cool emotes, free call-in session, or early access to call-in sessions, all those sorts of things. You'll see the link. Gonna record a video for it now that I'm back home, get some time, but you guys are the best to make this far. I plugged all the stuff on the new YouTube. You can also check us out on Instagram, the TikTok, the Twitter. Twitter's been back up and running a little bit, so got to get more consistent on that, so that's going to be rocking. But check out all those things. I'm podding. Anyways, we're going to be live on the post game now in the next 10-15 minutes, so stay tuned, keep your eyes peeled, subscribe to Raptors Digest if you want to get those noties. The outro is a lot longer now, but we have a lot longer videos. Josh, do you have any last words on the Toronto Raptors playing against the Houston Rockets in this one?
Michael McDonald just said it well. Green, 5 points, welcome to prison. Guess who's going to jail tonight?
Going to jail tonight?
Yeah, that was an awesome defensive effort. Sorry about freezing so much. We're gonna figure this out. But yeah, thanks for showing love as always. Check out the Leafs Digest if you guys want, and definitely follow up in the post game here.
Yeah, without a doubt. You guys are the best. We're signing off. Cheers.
Peace.